In today's video I tried a little experiment. This is a low-calorie version of this creamy mushroom sauce. It is rich, smooth and super thick. In this one I tried to substitute some things to lower the calories. It is creamy and feels pretty nice, but does it also taste good? Let's find out. For the regular mushroom sauce you will need 2 cloves of garlic, 1 whole onion, 30 grams of butter or 2 tablespoons, then 200 grams of brown mushrooms, 200 ml of broth, I use vegetable one, 200 ml of full fat cream and a handful of parsley. So first preheat a pan on medium-high heat, put in the butter and let it melt. Now take the garlic, remove the roots and slice it in little chunks. Now I will take the onion and cut it in little slices. The butter should be melted now. Add in the garlic and the onion into the pan and let it fry for a few minutes. Next are the mushrooms, and I will cut them into chunks. And the shape of the chunks that you are slicing doesn't really matter, as long as you cut them in somewhat the same size. After you slice all mushrooms, put them into the pan, give them a little good mix, close the lid and let it fry for 2 to 3 minutes. As soon as the mushroom starts frying, they will lose tons of fluid. I will wait until the fluids are almost evaporated, like this. Now it's time to add in the broth. I use vegetable broth, but you can also use a beef broth or whatever broth you like. Then I will take the parsley, roughly chop it and put them into the pan. Now give this a good mix and wait until it starts cooking again. I will reduce the fond until half of it is evaporated, like this. Now it's time for the cream, but before I will put it in, I will add 1 tablespoon of broth into the glass of cream, mix it and then throw everything in. Okay, now it's time to let this reduce. Okay, give this a little stir. I would add salt and pepper, close the lid and bring this back to boiling. Remove the lid and this will be quite liquidy. Now just let it cook and wait. The more you let this cook, the more thicker it will become. After 5 to 6 minutes of cooking, this will be the result. And this is basically what you want. If you scratch the spoon on the bottom of the pan, it should be thick like this. This is super creamy and super smooth and also super high in calories. So what can we substitute to reduce the calories of this? So I can remove the broth, but this actually has almost no calories, so I will leave it in. The most obvious one is the butter. I will swap it out for a little bit of oil. Then I will take out the cream and change it for 200 grams of low-fat cream cheese. And because I know this will be sour, I will try to balance it with 5 grams of sugar. The rest of it will just be the same. Preheat the pan, spray a little bit of oil, throw in your garlic and your onions, fry it for a little bit, then add the mushrooms, fry them again until the liquid is reduced, throw in the broth with a little bit of parsley and let this cook in. Now instead of the cream, I will first add in sugar and then the cream cheese. And the cream cheese is so thick that you cannot just mix it with a spoon. I actually took a whisk and whisk everything until it gets a really smooth and creamy consistency like this. I will add in salt, pepper and let it reduce for a little bit until you have the same result as the other one. Okay, now it's time to compare them. The original version has 900 calories, 14 grams of protein, 10 grams of carbs and 90 grams of fat. My low-calorie version has 220 calories, 30 grams of protein, 15 grams of carbs and 3 grams of fat. The regular mushroom sauce is just super thick and creamy, it's insane. My low-calorie version is quite creamy and also feels nice. But will it pass the taste test? Let's see. Okay, now we'll start with the original version with cream. Mushrooms most and foremost, but also the garlic and the onions and the richness of the cream. This is just absolutely insane. Incredibly good. So let's see here. So I don't know if you can see it, but the color on this is a little bit brighter. It's not that brown as this. So let's taste this. First of all, I used a little bit too much cream cheese because it's very powerful in the taste. And also cream cheese has a little bit too much acidity. I hope that the sugar would balance this out, but it's not that great. You save tons of calories, like a tremendous amount of calories, but taste-wise it's not that great. I would give this maybe a 4 out of 10, maybe, so it's not good enough in my opinion. It was a fun experiment, but I have to be honest though, this is not good enough. Honestly, it's not. It lacks richness and like just overall flavor. But hey, as an experiment, this was really fun. I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, and see you in the next one.